Dear friends, today let us see the basics of HTML. We are in the website developer.mozilla.org. First, what is HTML? Right? That is what we are going to see. Okay. Now, getting started with HTML is a very good MDN web docs are the very good online resource material for web technology. Okay, if you want to learn web development, right, you need to start with the basics of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. In that, for HTML, it is one of the best resource. Not only HTML, for HTML, CSS and JavaScript, MDN web docs are the best resources. Now let us see the basics of HTML, right? Actually, in order to learn HTML, you need basic computer literacy and basic software installed and basic knowledge of working with files. That is the only prerequisite to learn HTML. Okay. Here the website says, in this article we cover the absolute basics of HTML. To get you started, this article defines elements, attributes and all other important terms you may have heard. Right? Here elements, attributes and other terms can be learned in the first basics of HTML. Okay. It also explains where these fit into HTML. Okay, where these elements fit in, attributes fit in. Okay, and you will learn how HTML elements are structured. You will also learn how HTML elements are structured. Okay, the basic elements are structured and how a typical HTML page is structured. We also learn how a typical HTML page is structured and other important basic language features and other basic features in HTML, right? And there will be an opportunity to play with HTML tool. We need to practice HTML while we learn, right? The objective is to gain basic familiarity with HTML and practice writing few HTML elements. Okay, and what is into HTML is nothing. It is not a programming language, but it is a hypertext markup language, right? And it is a markup language that tells the web browsers. Web browsers include, it can be Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome or Firefox or whatever it is, right? So it tells the web browsers how to structure the web pages you visit, right? It can be as complicated or as simple as the web developer wants it to be, right? HTML page can be very simple, also very complicated. HTML consists of series of elements which you use to enclose, wrap or mark up different parts of the content to make it appear or act in a certain way. The enclosing tags can make content into a hyperlink, right? The enclosing tags, we call it as tags, right? So we will see in detail about tags. These tags, enclosing tags, can make the content into a hyperlink to connect to other pages or italicize words and so on, right? You consider the following line of text. So this is a sentence: my cat is very grummy. If we wanted the text to stand by itself, we could specify that it is a paragraph by enclosing it in a paragraph. Paragraph element means P element. P stands for paragraph. So if you put less than, then P, then greater than, this we call it as paragraph element, right? So P is a paragraph element, basic HTML element, that is P, and it starts with this open, that is less than and greater than. In between P will stand. Similarly, closing tag will ends with less than, then greater than. In addition to less than, greater than, there will be a forward slash, this forward slash. Okay, So that is what we call it as closing tag and ending tag. Okay, note, tags in HTML are case insensitive, right? That means the tags does not depend upon whether it is a title case, right, or small letter case or capital letter case or whatever the case it is. That is the meaning of case insensitive. This means that they can be written in uppercase or lowercase, right? But it will assume only, it doesn't consider about the case. It can be lowercase or uppercase, right? No problem. But normally we follow lowercase, okay, as a standard follow-up or standard usage. We normally use it as in small letters, right? For example, a title, for example, less than, greater than, in between title tag could be written as like this. We can write, or in all letters are in capital letters, that is uppercase, or you see this is like title case, TIT, only T is capital letter, remaining all small letter, or randomly you can use small letter or capital letter, but normally this is used, small letter is used, and it will work, and everything will work, okay, nothing wrong in it. So tags in HTML are case insensitive, please note. However, it is best practice to write all tags in lowercase for consistency and readability. Okay, here it's clearly given. It is the best practice if you write all tags in lowercase. Okay, now let us see the anatomy of a HTML element. Let us further explore our paragraph element from the previous section. Okay, now you see, my cat is very grummy, or whatever the sentences that you include, that we call it as content. This will be displayed in the web page. My cat is very grummy. Whereas this P and this P, along with less than, greater than symbol and forward slash, it will not be displayed, right? It is nothing but tags. This is opening tag and this is nothing but closing tag, and these are the contents, and this we call it as elements. Elements in the sense paragraph element. P stands for paragraph. Similarly, H stands for header, heading elements, right? So that is the anatomy of HTML. Okay, anatomy of our element is, let us see, the anatomy of our element is opening tag, content, closing tag. This is the opening tag, then the content, then the closing tag. This is the basic anatomy of HTML. So anatomy means structure. The meaning of anatomy means structure of an HTML. That means it starts with opening tag, then content, then closing tag, right? And there are cases where exceptions are also there, where there is no requirement for closing tag, right? And there is no need to close the tag. That is the meaning. Okay, the anatomy of element is opening tag, content, closing tag. Okay, this consists of the name of the element. Opening tag is the name of the element. This is P for paragraph, wrapped in opening and closing angle brackets. This is angle bracket, opening and closing angle bracket. We call it as angle bracket. This opening tag marks where the element begins or starts to take effect. This is the starting of the element. Okay, in this example, it precedes the start of the paragraph text. So before paragraph is given, this opening tag comes in, right? Now content, this is the content. This is the content of the element. In this example, it is a paragraph or text. It is a word or paragraph, whatever it is, right? It can be a short paragraph or lengthy paragraph, nothing wrong. Now this is the closing tag. This is same as the opening tag, right? Same like opening tag, except that this forward slash before the element name. This is the element name, P for paragraph element. So before the name, forward slash comes. This marks where the element ends. So this closing tag marks the where the element ends, that is paragraph element ends. Failing to include a closing tag is a common beginner error that can produce peculiar results, right? We should open it at the same time close the tag if it is a opening and closing tag, except few tags which are non-closing, such as HR and BR. Okay, the element is the opening tag followed by content followed by the closing tag. Okay, so next we will see the creating your first HTML element in the next video. Thank you.